Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? I hope you're having a fabulous Thursday. And welcome so much to the Altenew YouTube and Facebook channels and for our weekly live stream. I hope everybody is doing so well. And I see we have Nancy here. Hello, Nancy. I want to let you know that it is also raining and cloudy where I am. And we have Angel behind the badge. Hello, Angel. I hope you are doing well. And I see we have Shiomara and Carrie and Marcy, hello. And I saw Joy up here a little bit and Doris. Hello, everybody. I hope you are having a fabulous, fabulous day. And Sue, how are you doing? Did you survive that heat? Whoa, Sue, it was hot. And I know I missed you too, Angel. I'm so glad we're together. Oh, I'm glad we're here today. And I have a great surprise. So we are talking birthday cards and summer birthday cards. Sometimes I feel like summer birthdays are, people are on vacation and kids aren't really in school. So sometimes if you have a birthday in the summer, people kind of might miss you. And so I thought today would be great to do some birthday cards and a little bit of a special surprise because I just looked. I'm using this older set. It's called Sweet Love, but I thought it was really cute because it's got some ice cream. And what can be better than an ice cream treat in the summer, especially for a summer birthday? And it's 50% off today. So just letting you know. All right. So Angel, I know Angel is going to be putting that into the chat, and she also will be picking a winner. So if you share this live while we're live, you'll be entered to win a gift card to Altenew. And I'm so excited that you guys are here. Oh my gosh, Sue, it's so much better. And Janet, hello. And Marcy, my day is great. It is summertime and it is not so hot. And Marcy, exactly. Your sister and your son have summer birthdays. And Cece's here. Hello. Oh my gosh, that's great, Joy. I'm so glad you got a package from Altenew. We're actually talking about masking. So that's kind of the technique we're going to focus on because I think postage might be going up again soon this month, or if it already has again. So I'm all about mailing those one layer cards. So we're going to do a little bit of a layer with just a little bit of height, but something that you can still get into the mail. All right, I can see we have Susan and Sandra, and I see Jill there, and I'm so excited to be here with you all. So I'm going to get started and get down to my mat. And again, we're talking masking, but I really want to know about summer birthdays. So when the summer, do you make a lot of birthday cards? What kind of cards do you make? And do you have a summer birthday? And do you feel like sometimes maybe that summer birthday might be a little overlooked? So that's what we're doing here is we're thinking about you, summer birthday people. All right, Susan, hello. And I see Tiffany. Oh my gosh, Susan, I got to tell you, it was hot up here. I felt like I was in Texas. And I see Jennifer from Allentown, Pennsylvania, and Marcy, I know 1 millimeter foam adhesive. And I have to say, Marcy, the Altenew adhesive is the Altenew foam tape is super great because it's very thin. So you can always double it up. So it's really, really great. And it will go through the mail really well. I know, Susan, I got to tell you, I might always be ready for some ice cream. When I was little, I used to say to my mom, she's like, oh, you didn't finish your dinner. And I'm like, you can't have dessert. And I'm like, of course I can, especially if it's ice cream, because I have a dessert stomach and my dessert stomach is definitely ready for ice cream. So I'm using two big products today. And one of them, oh my gosh, Janet, happy birthday. You just had your birthday. And we got a lot of July birthdays. Oh my gosh, oldest kid turns 18. Oh my gosh, on July 12th. And what do you say? I just saw that, Marcy, your birthday in August, right after school started, right, Marcy? Because everybody, you get those summer birthdays and sometimes people aren't around for them. And I see Tracy. Hello, Tracy. We're talking birthdays today. And Dorinda also is ready for some ice cream. And Tracy, yes, we're talking about it. And Tracy, not only that, it's not only ice cream, but it's also 50% off right now. So this is the Sweet Love stamp set. It's really neat because you have two things that you can do. And I'm going to showcase both of them. But you have this really adorable little scoop of ice cream, or really 4 scoops of ice cream. And then you also can take these roses and you can use them by themselves, or you can actually even put them into the ice cream dish, which is kind of neat. So you can do that, both of them. All right. And oh my gosh, Carrie, homemade ice cream. Carrie, what's your favorite flavor? What do you make for that? And I'd love to know everybody's favorite flavor. I have a little bit of an ice cream over here. I'm going to pull this out in just a second, but it's called a flavor of inks. So I kind of wrote down some inks that I can put over here. Oh, thank you so much, Jill, for sharing this. And you too can be like Jill, and you can win an Altenew gift card. And we have Angel behind the badge today. And Angel is ready for some ice cream as well. It's probably hot as heck where you are, Angel. All right. And the other set that I'm using is the One Go Birthday Greetings. Now, I'm actually not going to be using, like, actually stamping with this today, but the One Go Birthday Greetings, and in fact, the One Go system is fabulous because you can stamp a whole bunch of things and then you can cut them out in one go. And what I do is I just keep it, and I got a whole bunch. See, if I already got these. So I have them right here, and you can use different inks or different colors. And I just keep them in a little bin, and then I have them ready to rock and roll right there. So, oh, Geraldine, end of the school year, only 2 people remembered. Oh my gosh. Well, that's what, you know what, Geraldine, we are remembering today. So, and happy Teach, I'm so glad that you were here. We are talking birthday cards, and we're talking summer birthdays, and we're using the Sweet Love stamp set. And I'm doing a little masking here today. And I love masking because it allows you to have, a 1-layer card, but you can still get that depth. And that's what we're talking about today. Oh, Michelle, I'm so glad you are here. Good evening, Michelle. I hope you were doing well. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Altenew masking paper, and I'm going to pull that out. And I'm going to show you what I do and how I use it. And oh, thank you so much for sharing this, Tiffany. And you too can be entered to win a gift card to Altenew if you share this live while we're live. And we have Angel behind the stamp set. Excuse me, stamp set. Sorry about that. We have Angel behind the badge. And Laura, thank you. I agree. This stamp set is adorable, and it's 50% off today. So this is the Sweet Love stamp set. This is the Sweet Love stamp set. I'm going to pair it up with the Tiny Bubble stencil. So great. Thank you, Amy, for liking this video. And oh my gosh, no way, Happy Teach, you just bought that set. Then you are in perfect timing here right now. Oh my gosh. All right, so Angel just put the masking paper in here. And this is one of those ones, like if I ever see it or I'm like, you never really want to run low. So I just grab it. I keep it in just a plastic folder. And that way, if I have any extra sheets, I can shove them on in there and just kind of hold on to them. And the masking paper has a flowery side, and it also has a white side. And you actually want to stamp on this side, and you're going to peel off of this side. But it's really great because you want to save this release paper because you can always put it back. And I even will take my masks if I'm masking like a specific shape, and I'll just put that right on my stamp set and hold on to it. So it's really great that way. All right. Okay, so we are ready to dig in. I did a little bit of prep work for you guys, so that way you didn't have to watch me do everything. And what I did is I cut a piece of masking paper. So that's what I have right here. And this masking paper that I cut is my typical card size. And I like to take an A2 size, which is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I like to cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And that's what this is. And it also helps if you have something like this, you can use it as a way to, map out how things are and what shapes they are, etc. Now, I took a 3-inch circle die and I just die cut the center. And that's because I'm going to do some masking on my card base with my stencil. And we'll, for that one. Oh, Michelle, that's a good question. Let's see if Angel has that one, or if we have anyone from the UK in here. I know Lydia is, but I know, yes, they definitely do. I want to say Seven Hills Crafts, I think, carries them in the UK, if I remember correctly. All right, and I see Kathy here. Oh, Sue, thank you so much for sharing this to Facebook. All right, so let's get started. I am going to start actually with my card base. And do I want to do that? You know what? I do not want to do that. I was about to stencil, but I'm not going to do that yet. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right. So I'm going to take my card base, and I'm just going to cut this down to my preferred size, which is 4 1/4 by 4 by 5 1/4. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp out my ice cream scooper. All right. I'm so excited. So we are talking summer birthdays today. Who has a summer birthday? Do you sometimes feel forgotten? I want to know because, like, everybody's off for vacation and they're like, oh, yeah, let's celebrate your birthday. Or is it the best birthday time ever because usually you get to go on vacation? That's what I would like to know. Summer birthdays. Talk to me about it. Love to know it. All right. So the Sweet Love stamp set also comes with a die set. And the die set is really cute because it cuts out the ice cream dish. It cuts out a little chocolate, just so cute, and it cuts out these roses. And I'm going to take a minute. We will be stamping. We will be stamping these ice cream colors. And then I'm going to cut these out and I'm going to prop those up just a little bit. Oh, hey, you know what, Kathy? I think it's the perfect food. Ice cream is the perfect food. Oh, Lauren, you just had your birthday. Happy birthday. And your brother's birthday is in August, Sue. That's good. I hope this is good. And yeah, I know. Just share. Oh, thank you so much, Happy Teach, for sharing this. And you're in August as well. And I see Michelle is next Tuesday, the 1st of July. And pool parties. See, that's the thing, Marcy, is having the pool parties because you cannot do that on other times with this. Pool parties, that's definitely a summer thing. So my card, eventually, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be stenciling the background here with the Tiny Bubble stencil. And I am going to be adding this little ice cream dish, but I'm actually going to stamp the actual ice cream dish on here. And then I'm going to I'm going to cut out these little ice creams and then pop those up. So that way I have pretty close to a 1 layer, but then I have a little bit, up a little bit. So we're adding just a little bit of layers to it. So I'm going to start actually by stamping this. Do I want to do that? Yes, I do. I'm going to start by stamping this on here first. Okay. Yes, I do. Okay, there we go. All right, so on my card. So I already actually have this lined up a little bit, so I got to move it. But I'm going to grab my stamp wheel. And the stamp wheel is great for this because of the fact that you can line this up and you can hold it, like you can hold that stamp in place. So it doesn't matter what happens to it, where it goes, it's going to stay in that spot, which is really great. All right, I'm just going to grab my little mask. And again, I haven't taken this off yet. I'm just using it to line everything up. And now I'm going to grab my ice cream dish and I'm going to put this right on here. And this way I can line it up and get it right where I want it to go. There we go. Okay, I think I got it. Now I'm going to put it on down. Now I personally like a silver ice cream dish. You could do this in gold. You could make it kind of funky colors, but I'm going to keep it as a silver ice cream dish. And that just kind of reminds me when we used to go to like the soda fountain and we would get, the ice cream dishes and get that metal, and it was always cold and had condensation on it. And that's what I always loved as well. All right. And let me go ahead and put this down. We're going to stamp this. Now I'm going to stamp this in a light gray. And that's just because I want that outline to look like kind of like a no line. So I'm going to grab Silver Lake. I am going to treat this before I go ahead and stamp that. All right. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much, Helena, for sharing this. And we have Angel behind the badge today. Hello, Angel. I hope you were doing well. I'm so excited to be with you guys on a Thursday. Usually I'm on Mondays, but I love that I'm on a Thursday today. And we are talking summer birthdays, and I am using the Altenew Sweet Love stamp and die sets. And if you grab it today, it is 50%. And we're talking summer birthday cards. So I'm taking this. It doesn't have like a birthday sentiment on it, but I'm taking this and I'm turning this into a birthday card. And I'm going to be using the One Go birthday greetings to help me out with that. All right, so I just want to check for placement. I'm going to make this a little bit lighter. And there we go. How cute is this? It's just cute already. Oh, yeah, that's right, Marcy. The old aluminum cups that your lips stuck to. Oh my gosh, Jill, you know what's funny? You said raspberry chip. So I have a little like flavor here of like this little recipe card of like flavors of ink. So I put those on there. So, but yeah, I agree with you, Susan. Like I'm just thinking about all those times in the summer, when you're going out to like, get ice cream and how much fun that is. And, that's the best, to me, that's the best part of summer is going out and getting those. All right. So the way this stamps is we have a light base here. So this is the outline, so it stamps the whole thing, and that's why I did that in light, like a light color. And then you have this base, and I'm going to make my base lighter. And then you have the second layer here, and that is going to be a little bit on the darker side. All right. So what's neat about the stamp wheel is I can actually turn this and I can flip it over. And then I know like I can keep this here. So if I want to do more than one card, or if it's in exactly the right spot and I want to redo it, I can just keep it here. And then I just got to know which way it is. And that's one thing I really, really like about using the stamp wheel. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in right now. Those Incube labels look different from the ones that I have. Joy, are you talking about this? Joy, are you talking about this? Deborah, how are you doing? That is from my personal labeling machine. And that's just my own personal notation. And that's because I just like to know what set it's from. And so this is from the Gentleman's Gray, and that's why I have GG1 on there. And that just tells me the number that it is, because I'm just that way. I like to know if it's the number 1, 2, 3, or 4 in a set. And so for my Gentleman's Gray, I just have it all labeled that way. The labels here, this is from Altenew. So that's neat. And this was really, really super helpful. So I appreciated when they came out. And for the fresh dye inks, they also have those same labels. So it's nice that they have that. I just, again, added a little bit of thing up here. Okay. Yeah, that's all me. That's all me. So I add that. So like this is from Red Cosmos, which is the set. And then that is the second ink in the set. So that's why I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It just helps me out for myself, because that's the way I like it. All right. So this is a set where you are going to line up the colors. And if you're ever nervous about lining up stamps, you're going to do your best. And the best thing is to kind of get over it. And then I kind of shimmy it into position, and I get it out of focus, and then I get it into focus. And if you're ever like super nervous and you're like, I don't know, you can always stamp it with a lighter color and then just re-stamp it with the color that you want. And that's one way to do that. Okay, so I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to do it this way just to make sure, because I think I still have some color on there. So I still have my original stamp, and that's just in case if I want to do that. Start selling the ink pads with the labels already on. I don't think so, Kathy. It also gives an idea of, you can do it that way. You can, organize it whatever the heck you want for that as well. Oh, and this is the crisp dye ink, right? I still have those because they're still good. And I still use them. And I have them in all the minis, which is great. All right. So this is the base, and it is like it's a lot of surface area. And so using something like the stamp conditioning eraser, this is going to help a lot to make sure that that ink is going to hit exactly where you want it to go. All right. And again, you can do this with a light color if you're nervous, if you're kind of not exactly sure where this is going to hit. Okay. All right. And I'm going to continue with the Silver Lake. And this again is from the Gentleman's Gray. Oh my gosh, lines up. And exactly, Laura. So you can try it on, if you're nervous about lining up stamps, you can definitely try it on a piece of, extra paper. But I tend to use, I just kind of go for it. If it's off a little bit, that's okay. I'm all right with it. And like I said, you can use a lighter color and then just go back in, especially if you have something like the stamp wheel, because then you can just go right back in and do it with a darker color. And for those of you who are just joining us, we are talking about summer birthdays. So I'm making some summer birthday cards, and I am using the Sweet Love layering stamp set. Such a cute little set. You can see how nice that is. Now, because I used such a light color initially, it's hard to see. So now I'm like, this looks good. This is exactly where I want it. My stamp is still on here. So I can actually turn this over and I can just re-stamp my outline. So now I like that. I like where it is. In fact, I think I'm going to do the next layer, and I'm going to come back in and I'm going to restamp that first layer in a darker ink. Now that I'm like, okay, everything's going well. Okay, so this is my next one. So I'm going to layer that up. Notice I'm not taking off anything right now. So I have all of those stamps still on my stamp wheel, platform, on the stamp wheel. Okay. And again, layering stamps, it's okay. Take your time. If you're like, oh, I don't know, take your time. And if you're not super sure, just get it out of position and then in position, and it will snap right where it needs to be. And if you're a little off, that's artistic license, guys. That's what we call that. That's artistic license, because it means that you meant to do that, and you know you meant to do that too. All right, so I'm going to come on. Let me just clean this up real quick. I always do that sometimes. I leave my stamp on and I forget that I might have ink on it, so it's all up there. And just as a reminder that we have Angel behind the badge, and please share this live while we're live. And you may be entered to win a gift card to Altenew, and Angel will be choosing that winner today. Okay, so I got to go this way. Just double checking everything. Hitchhiker there. All right, so again, just have everything on there just in case if I need to redo anything. It's all on here. And this way, again, if I want to make more than one card, it's all there. I can do it. All right, I'm going to use Cloudy Sky. I'm going to see how this goes. Cloudy Sky is like a bluey gray. I'm going to see how this is. I reserve the right to go a little bit darker than this. And then if you don't have a ton of colors, what's neat is that you can actually also double stamp. And that's kind of the cool thing about this is double stamp it, triple stamp it, and you'll get that kind of nice color that you're looking for. I just wanted something a little bit bluer. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. It means it's handmade, right? Thanks, Laura. Oh, that's a great idea, Tiffany. That limestone from the Rock collection. Such a great color to use. And again, you have this kind of bluey gray, and I'll show you that up. Sue, you have a lot of tiny Altenew stencils. Tiny Bubbles is kind of cute, and you can use it in a different way. I'll show you. I'm excited for you to see it, Sue. It's really, really cute. All right, that's looking pretty good. And now I'm going to go back in with the outline, and I'm going to make that a lot darker. So I'm actually going to grab Charcoal Suit from this one right here. Yes, light gray for a light stamp too, as well as light brown. I have to tell you, if you guys have not done vanilla cream, oh, this is a wonderful one that I like to use for outline stamping. So nice. Really, really super nice. All right, so I'm going to go in. This is Charcoal Suit, and this is the darkest one. And that's how I know, again, that I put a number 4 on it. Helps me to remember. And I don't care too much that I'm getting these little ice creams in here, but I really do just want just the dish and the spoon right now. So I'm going to come in. Now I'm going to stamp this on this side, and I'm just going to get nice and dark. Now we'll be able to see a lot. And remember, I got that blue because I used that Cloudy Sky with it. So it's got that bluey gray. So this is going to be really pretty. All right. So let me show this to you guys now that I have this. All right. Does that remind you that you went back to Woolworths? Oh, yes, it does. Right? How cute is that? So that is just as a reminder for that little dish. I used the Silver Lake, and I used the Silver Lake for that outline just to make sure that I was like right spot on with where I wanted to go. Then I stamped the base in that. Then I used Cloudy Sky, and this is from Tranquility. I used Cloudy Sky just to give me a little bit of a blue tint and to make that bluer. And then I went back in with Charcoal Suit for that dark. So pretty, right? And Sharon, it's totally fine because I agree with you. And it's something, you just take time to build that collection. But remember, you can stamp off, you can double stamp, and that way you can really push all of those colors that you have, which is really great. How cute are these, right? Aren't so just adorable. And again, I feel like I'm back at Woolworths. Oh, it's great. All right, so here we are. So again, we're talking birthday cards, and we're talking sweet love and layered stamping. And how do we mask, right? How do we get those? I love to send birthday cards. Got to tell you, stamps are going up again. But this is an opportunity. We're going to try to get this nice, cute little one-layered card. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is we have some ice creams and we have this cute little dish. And I want to stamp these. So remember, I have this little guy here and I'm going to use him in just a second. And we're going to stamp all of those ice creams. So I'm going to pull this guy off for right now because we're done with him. He's going to go over to the side. And now I'm going to bring in my first thing. And this is my die cut panel. So my die cut panel, this was where I die cut all of my little pieces out of. And I save this because this is going to help me to line up my stamps and line everything up that I need to use. And I'm actually going to be stamping on this little guy here because this is going to help me also to where the heck I need to put everything. All right, so let's look at our ice creams. So our ice creams come in 2 layers. So we have a base layer that I'm going to make a little bit lighter. And then we have like a detailed layer that's going to be a little bit, adds a little bit of detail to it. So I was thinking about like flavors of ice creams. And I was thinking about, strawberry, berry, vanilla, lemon, like a lemon sorbet, mint chip, pistachio, chocolate, maybe coffee. So I have some recipes or some ideas of what the heck they are. So. Oh my gosh, Sharon, right? And a cherry Coke, absolutely. That I'm a vanilla Coke fanatic. I love vanilla Coke. Miss Tamp, I think it's like every 6 months. I swear to God, it just keeps going up. So I just try to every single time. I'm just getting more forever stamps. But like I said, I really like to send 1-layer cards because then I don't have to worry about it. Oh yeah, stamp jig. Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And this is something you can hold on to too, so you can have that there for you. All right. So when I'm looking at this, I see that H is up. In fact, I'll write this on here. So not with that pencil. So what I have is H is right here. And then I have E, F, and I have G. So all of those are right there. And I have them ready to go. So I'm going to pull out that first one, which is H. So I'm going to get that guy, and he's going to go right up at the top. Okay. And we'll make him, let's see, I want this one to be strawberry. So we'll make that one vanilla. All right, I'll do that one vanilla. And I probably can't do, nope, I can't do any of them. So I'm just going to have to do them one at a time. So you guys are going to bear with me. We're going to do this together. All right, I'll get those base layers in right now. Now I don't need these, so I'm going to take these off because I feel pretty confident that I don't need to restamp my dish. So my ice cream dish is good. So I'm just going to take these off and then we'll get started. All right, so here we go. So this one I am going to do with, what did I say, vanilla? All right, so let me get my recipe card. So I'm going to use vanilla. So I'm going to grab vanilla cream and I'm going to try some buttercream, which is what I have right here for these guys. Now this is a solid stamp, so I'm going to make sure that this is conditioned. And I'm going to go right here with that. All right. And now I'm going to get my little guy out. Put him in. I realize I just wrote on the thing I was trying to get, but that's all right. We'll move on. All right, so let's get some vanilla cream on him. And then we will stamp this in. Anybody have a favorite? Is vanilla a favorite for anybody's? Love vanilla. So good. Oh my gosh. Negative back in my set. Oh, that's a great idea, Lisa. And time limit does not exist. I know. Angel's okay. We always say we're going to go forward. Oh, coffee ice cream, salted caramel, mint chip. Salted caramel would be pretty, I think, because having that like soft brown. How many orders? Never, Marcy. Marcy, think about it this way. You always have come in. You have some things to do. And Amy, are you July 13th coming up? Oh my gosh. And Ninja Creamy, and my grandkids always want coffee. Lisa, is that good? The Ninja Creamy? Because I've heard good things about that. All right. So I'm looking pretty good on my ice cream. So I'm going to keep that one here. And then I'm going to grab the second H, which is down on this side. Here he is. And I'm going to add that right on top of here. Okay, I think that looks good. And all I'm going to do is just rotate this just over a little bit. And that way I can have these ice creams here. So that way I have them. If I need to go back and fix anything, I can do that. And then, I'll just kind of keep them right next to each other. All right. I think I may want to go a little darker with this, but we'll see how it goes. And this is like French vanilla. I should have put that one in. This is like a French vanilla. Oh, how cute that is. I'm going to go in just one more time. A little French vanilla here. And put that in. Oh, how cute. Okay, I now want ice cream. Look how cute that is. I'm just going to hold that up for you guys. Look how cute. Look how cute that ice cream is. All right, so now I'm going to move over to my big, huge front ice cream. And in fact, before I move on, I'm going to get this guy back into play. And I just want to do, just to help myself out a little bit, I'm going to do a very, very light kind of gray on this, just to give myself just a little bit of an outline here so I can see what I'm doing. I think I'm okay there. Yep. Okay, I'm okay. All right, I'm going to go back and do Silver Lake. I don't care about the bottom. I really just want the top. And I'm just going to do a very light little gray. And this is just really for me to help me kind of with where the heck these guys are all going to go. All right, there we go. Little ice creams right in there. Okay, now I'm going to move on to my next one. And my next one, of course, I want to do some strawberry. So I'm going to do this nice big fat one in the front, which happens to be F. That's my next one I'm going to do. So F is located right down here. And I'm going to grab these two and I'm going to put them in. And then I know I want to do a mint. And I was thinking about a blueberry for my last one. But if you guys want me to try a different color, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and put this guy on right there. And again, that's the great thing about this stamp wheel is I can keep all of these little ice creams on. So if I want to make more than one card, I can do it. Or I can not do it. It's up to me. But this way, they're kind of always there. All right. How are we doing? Strawberry ice cream. Oh, wow. And candy mixed in. Oh, my gosh. I love all of these. Angel, are you getting hungry with all of these amazing ice creams? We have black raspberry. That's my favorite with chocolate sprinkles. Gotta have a black raspberry. So good. All right. So I'm going to go dusty pink with this. And dusty pink's it's a little dark, but I kind of wanted like a really, really darkish kind of strawberry. So I'm going here with my dusty pink. Oh, look how cute that is. So cute. All right, so there's my little strawberry, and then I'm going to grab the other one, and we're going to have a nice layer of that. And one thing to do, because whenever, like if I'm not pressed for time, when I'm doing layering stamps, I do like to let that first layer kind of like sit for a little bit before I go in and stamp the second layer. And that way it really lets that ink kind of settle. So you can see, because it's going to have a little bit of dieback, it's going to get a little bit lighter, and that helps you out a lot. All right, so this, I'm going to go with Coral Berry. And this is a pretty bright one. I was thinking about something else, but I kind of wanted to go with this. This is pretty bright. Ooh, that might be too much. I'm going to stamp that off. All right, so stamping off is just where it's really, really bright. So I'm just going to stamp that off. Now that it's on this paper, now I'm going to go to stamp it for real. And it's just a little bit lighter. And this is one of those ways, if you don't have like every single ink, you can totally do that, and that will really stretch it. And so you can see that looks really pretty. Whereas if I had that might be, like a really, really bright cherry. So I like that right now. I'm just going to go I'm going to go in just a little bit more, just up here at the top. Get this off of that. And I'm just going to go in one more time. Okay, just want a little bit of that. Okay, so there's my strawberry. So cute. Love it. And Friendly's black. Oh, Deborah, Friendly's black raspberry. Absolutely. You got to have the chocolate sprinkles on it, though. Got to have the chocolate sprinkles with it. There's an ice cream store near me that they do black raspberry chocolate chip. That one's really good. Really, really good. All right, so the next one I'm going to do is G. And so G, I think I need a little mint chip, right, everybody? Who's my mint chip fans out there right now? Who's my mint chip fans? All right, so this one is G. So that's going to come right over on the side here. And I'm going to start off with a very light green. And moving all my ice creams over. All right. Okay, so I'm going to pick that one up. And for this one, I wanted to start off. I'm actually going to start with pistachio. There actually is a pistachio color. So I wanted to try it. I put frayed leaf on here, which I think is also cool, but I thought pistachio would be kind of neat to start with. And then we'll put in a little bit of a darker color with that. But I thought pistachio. Any pistachio friend? Oh, mint chip. Yes, absolutely. Mint chip. Great color for this. Yes, and I actually have those Frozen Delights right over here. So this is a great set. And I know that they are re-releasing these colors in the Fresh Dye ink. But they're still moving on that. But I thought, oh, and I did the wrong one. Darn it. Got excited. I want more ice cream. More ice creams. Okay. That's the only trouble. You get these and you're like, oh, wait a minute. All right. So I'm going to try pistachio on this one. And we're going to get this down. I may not get to the second card today, but my second card was going to use the same techniques, but we're going to use the roses. So this set, Sweet Love, has these roses. And the roses are really, really super pretty. And those roses... these, I've already kind of cut them out, but I'll show you if I don't get a chance to actually stamp them, I'll show you what I was going to do with them. So, oh, Bluebell. That's great. Mint chocolate chip. Mint. Yeah, Nancy, sometimes it's like you have to know, like sometimes they do add a little bit too many things, but I know there was a little conscious stream going on there of like, what are the things we need to put in ice cream? And everyone's like, anything with candy. I'm kind of in that vamping. Like I'm in that group. I love it when it's got like something a little crunchy in it. It's kind of my favorite. All right, let's go right here. Okay, so now I'm actually going to go and stay in the same grouping. And I'm going to grab this Misty Sage. See how this does? And I may go a little bit darker than this, but we're going to see how this looks. And this is a little bit on the pistachio side. I just realized that. I'm not doing mint. I'm really doing pistachio. Oh, how cute is that? So cute. A little pistachio. All right, I'm going to do a blue on this side now. So let me take that off. I should have done mint, but that's okay. Maybe I'll do my mint chip over here. I will, I was going to grab blueberry. Let me grab this polar bear. So I'm going to grab icy water. All right, so I'm going to grab icy water. And let me grab, I'm going to get a mint one. All right, so my last one is E. And I'm going to do this, a blueberry ice cream. I haven't seen blueberry ice cream. I know people make it. I know it's made, but it's not one I see a lot. I don't know if anybody has like a really great, or you have a shout out to like an ice cream place where you go, but that's what I would love to know. I don't see it too often. There, by the way, it really is a black raspberry. Like there is a black raspberry, which is native to New England. $1 a scoop. Whoa. Bluebell had Rocky Mountain. Oh, I remember that, Mark. Oh, yeah. Chocolate covered gummy bears. Oh, you guys are really, really making me very hungry, guys. That's awesome. But we are talking ice creams. And birthday cards. Summer birthday cards are great. All right, so I'm going to grab icy water. And I'm going to just do a nice little blue. And I'm going to grab a mint and put this on top of it. See how it goes. All right, so here's my blue. And that's just going to go right on there. And again, a lot of this secret sauce is using the stamp conditioning eraser. And I hope that, over the time, that I've been with Altenew and working on these lives, I hope to heck that you guys have, taken and bought these stamp conditioning erasers, because they are just fabulous. It's really, really helped the stamp wheel have helped my stamping so much. Is that conditioning eraser. So good. All right, so this is my last little ice cream. And again, I have them all laid out. So once I have it done, if I'm going to go up and I'm going to stamp a whole bunch of these, I got it all done. And that's the awesome thing about the stamp wheel, is I can just keep going and flipping and doing all of these. And just, it's easy. It's so easy to do. All right, so here it is. Ooh, San Francisco Hometown Creamery. Great. Oh, yes. Love it. Okay, I wanted to grab, and I did not have it out, so I'm going to dig a little bit. I think I want to grab a nice bright, do I want this one? I think I kind of want pool. I'm going to grab some pool. I'm going to see how this looks. I think this is going to be cute. All right, so I'm grabbing a little bit of a pool, and a pool's kind of like a mint. So let's see how this goes. Oh, yeah, that's cute. I love it. Okay, so let me show you these ice creams now, because I know that they're down there a little bit. But how adorable are those? So cute. I mean, it makes you oh, I love it. Now, if you notice oh, Amy, you're a little bit off, I can just take a vanilla marker, or I can even take, a little bit of the edge, or a stencil brush, and I can just fill that edge in. It's not a big, huge deal, and that that's easy to do. So I can do that. All right. So now I did have my ice creams. I have all of my ice cream on stamps on here, just in case if I the vanilla, it's a little light, or I can do whatever. And now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this together. So let me show you guys what we have, what we've done, and where we're heading to. So again, I'm using the Sweet Love stamp set. And this comes with this cute little dish. So we've already have that out, and that is right here, our cute little dish. And it's ready to receive our ice creams, which we're going to pull out in just a second. And I've already stamped the ice cream. So now I got to get this ready. And I am going to create a little, let me grab my other stenciling mat here, just so I have this down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask some of this off, so it creates, just a little bit of a background, because otherwise we have this, dish kind of floating in midair. And so what I did initially is I took masking paper and I masked this piece off. So now I have this is here. But now I also have my ice cream dish. So I got to mask that little piece off. So I got that there, and I'm just going to clean this up. And the easiest way to clean this is just to use some stamp cleaner. And that's because although I love to clean as I go, sometimes I'm just in a hurry and I just like to throw stuff, on the side, and I don't really necessarily take care of it. And what's great about these stamp mats, and this is the light one, but any of them are super great, is I can just clean it like a stamp. So I don't need a special cleaner. I don't need anything. The Altenew stamp cleaner works great. And that is what's going to bring my sticky back, if you feel like, oh yeah. All right. Okay. So now we have this. So now I'm going to put my card right on and just put that right down. So now that's going to stick nice-ish. And I'm just going to take off my masking paper. And I can put this right on where I want it to go. And I have this little 3-inch circle. So if I wanted to do anything with the background, I can do that. But I'm just going to keep this right where it is. If I can get this off. I just, my nails, I'm not doing it today. All right, what do we got? And thank you so much. Angel is behind the badge today. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. We have a little bit of our show to go. So if you share this live while we're live, you will be entered to win a gift card, and Angel will be announcing that winner at the end. And just for fun, the Sweet Love stamp set, it is at 50% today. So if you're interested, if you're so inclined, feel free to grab it. And you notice I have a lot of inks, or not, some inks that I'm using, but it's nice. Grab some inks, grab the reinkers anytime you got them. It's kind of cute. Got them there. Okay. So I have this here. I did not stamp this on masking paper, but I think I'm going to stamp it really, really super fast on masking paper just so I can mask that section off. So I'm just going to throw just this little part on a piece of paper. And like I said before, I keep my masking paper in my folder so I can just grab some when I need it. And I can just quickly cut a little mask out of this. So I'm just going to grab some of this. It doesn't really matter. I just really need the top part right now. And that right there. All right. So I'm going to use the Tiny Bubble stencil. And now I got this down here. All right. Oh, several of the mats. Aren't they great too, Lisa? Oh my gosh. They do. I agree. They make stenciling easier. It just, everything gets held. It's all there. And another fun addition, these Altenew little tiny scissors. These are great because they are very fast, easy to use. They're precision, so I can get right up into nooks and crannies. So you can see I can cut out this mask lickety-split. Now I could also, if I wanted to, run this through my die cutter, but this shape isn't, this isn't such a crazy shape. So it's fairly easy to use. And I can get right where I want to. And since I'm stenciling, I want to go really, really super close, or as much as I can. I'm also covering these up, or I'm going to be cutting out the little ice creams and propping them up. But just in case, I am going to mask them up here. And I definitely want to protect my dish because my ice cream dish is really super cute. All right. I think all of you are going to be heading out to get an ice cream after this. Am I right on that? And Angel too, I'm assuming as well. Heading out to get an ice cream. Oh, it's the best. There we go. And I'm just going to come around here and then I will finish this off. Oh my gosh. And again, getting really, really close to the edge of that ink, to that edge of the stamp, and going right along it. And this is something I can keep. So like I said, I just take these and I just stick them on the stamp set, and then I have them because I can definitely use them a couple of times because this is really great paper. And you see, I stamped on the white part, and then you take off, you release that flower part, but don't throw that away because you can put this back on it if you want to. All right, so I'm just going to mask this off, and that goes right on there. And this is so easy to use. The paper is really, really easy to use. And my little spoon, I'm just going to move it up just slightly. Here we go. All right. So I wanted to, since the Tiny Bubble stencil is like a stencil, I wanted to use it where I'm just focusing it in where the ice cream is. And the ice cream is pretty bold, so I'm going to have it be a little bit darker. And then as it comes in, it's actually, I want it to like be here darker, and then it's going to fade out. So I'm just going to put this right on top. And the Tiny Bubble stencil is cute because you have these like different little sizes. And I think it's kind of it's pretty adorable. And I feel like this kind of a card, like this would be really cute with any age as well. So that's why I was kind of thinking of it. I'm going to use the small blending tools because I want a little bit of a softer look. So I have these, and these are actually the colors. So I'm going to show you again my ice cream. And these are the colors that I'm going to stick with. So I'm going to do a little bit of a rainbow. And I can even have them coming in from, so that's our little ice cream, just to kind of keep that there. And those are the colors I'm going to be using. So I'm going to use those soft colors that I have. So I'm going to start out with some pink. And I'm going to be trying to do this in some haphazard locations just so I can get an overlap of colors, and where it's not just one color, but you have kind of all of these colors that are in. So you notice that I'm trying to use it in different locations. And this is small. This is a small little area, but that way I can try all of them. It's like as soon as I put something down, I swear it flies away. And I'm okay that they're overlapping. We're going to make a little orange. We're going to make, you know, a little bit of green. So we'll have some different colors on here, and I'm okay with that. All right. And again, this is all masked off. So we have that. All right. So now I'm going to take a look and see what it looks like, and I'll see how it shows up. All right. It's really cute. I want a little bit more blue, so I'm going to add just a little bit more blue up in here. Okay. See how that looks. Oh, so cute. All right. And then I think I want a little bit of pink, so I'm going to add a little bit more pink down here. And this will be a little orangey, but that's good. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. Really super fast, especially with that masking paper. And look how cute it is. It's very whimsical. And that's what I like about the Tiny Bubble stencil. It's just how whimsical it is. It's really adorable. All right. So now I'm going to take off all my masks. And here's my paper mask. So this is the background. Again, I'm going to save this because I want to use it for another card. And if I wanted to, I did not, but one of the things that I could do is actually do a nice big line, which actually I think I might want to do. But you have this nice little, you know, you can see it's going right along that edge. All right, so now let's put in the rest of my little ice creams. So I'm going to cut these out right out of the dish, keeping a little bit of an edge. And I'm just going to go ahead and I will be popping these up using some foam tape. All right, how are we doing out there? It's such a fun little thing. It really is. Oh my gosh. So here's my little ice creams. How cute are they? And I'm going to grab some Altenew foam tape, and I'm just going to pop those up. Now I could, if I wanted to, cut out a few of these, but I'm just going to use foam tape because it's a lot faster and a lot easier to do it. One thing I did want to do was like to use some embossing on there or some splatter just to kind of give that white space just a little bit. But I really like how simple it is. It's really cute. And we're going to have a nice little sentiment from that One Go birthday card. And this popping this up will do a lot too. I think it's really cute. Okay. In fact, I think I want to do one more thing, but we are going to start here. Before I put this on, I'm going to do one more thing. All right, let's put that there. All right, I'm going to grab my masking paper again, and I'm actually going to grab my gel pen set. And what's great about the gel pen set is if you want to add like a little bit of a metallic color, you can totally do that. And it's a really, really easy thing to do. So before I put that down, I'm going to put this back on because I just had an idea. So I'm going with that right now. And this will make my sentiment make a little bit more sense. All right, so I'm just going to put this down right where it was. Again, masking paper, so easy to use. Shove it back down, goes right back down. Does not tear. This stuff is really, really super great to have. All right, so there we go. All right, so I'm going to grab from this gold pen, and I'm just going to go right around, and I'm going to make a nice thick line. One thing that you also could do is if you wanted to is cut out a strip of gold paper, and that gold paper you could put over here, but by putting this line down, it's going to give my ice cream dish, it's going to look like it's kind of coming off the page. And just something very, very simple like adding in this little thick gold line. And I'm going to do it, oops, there we go, right in here. All right, I'm going to make that just a little bit darker. So I'm going to come in again. Just want to go right up to those edges. And that's going to help to give the little bit of a fake eye that our ice cream dish is coming up. All right, I'll show you what I mean. Just a little bit of a fake line. And now, when I put these guys on, we'll check it out. So cute. Again, this is, I think, a card that you can replicate. So with especially using the stamp wheel, it's really easy to do. Oh my gosh. I got to tell you, Deb, I know what you mean, but I've had these specific pens for quite some time. They're really great. And I love the color of them. And I hate like gel pens that skip. That's the thing that like drives me nuts. But this one, they definitely are nice. All right, now I'm going to grab, so this is the One Go birthday greetings. And I told you that I'm not cutting them out because I already have a ton. And that's a great thing to do if you're hanging out in front of the TV. You can just stamp these and then you can just cut them out. And that's really great. And because all of these, you know, we can take in it, like I can just start looking and lining these up. So I have wishing you many years. There is a little happy birthday. We have best wishes always. So I'm just kind of like, hope your wishes come true, which is cute. Today we celebrate you. And I love this because you can really, you know, make these if you want to have a different, let's see. There is a happy birthday, but I probably have already used it. But it's like, yay, it's so great. It's so nice to have this. And then again, I can just grab whatever the heck I want. I think I'm going to grab hope your wishes. Today we celebrate you. I think I want to do best wishes always. No, I don't. All right, I'm going to do this one. Thinking about you on your special day. And I'm going to take this and I'm just going to do that little trick. I'm just going to grab a little bit of gray and put this in. Yes. And I was thinking about that too, Tiffany, because you can do that. But it's by having this, you know, little line, like I said, I'm trying to keep it as best I can to be kind of this one layer, but it's really cute. All right. So this is just going to darken that up a little bit. And then I'm going to grab some more foam tape and which I have actually, and then we'll stick this right on here and a little bit more foam tape. So cute. And those ice creams, you can think about the colors or the flavors and personalize this, add in the person's name. But it's just a nice little cute card. And this on black would be adorable if you wanted to do that. So we got that one. So thinking about you on your special day. So cute. Just really sweet. And it's just a really, really cute little card. And having those ice creams there, and it's just, again, popping off. So even though you have that and it's one layer, because we're popping up that ice cream, it makes it look like an entire die cut. So cute. So, hey, Shannon, how are you doing? And so if you can take the same kind of similar idea, and instead of the ice cream, you can take those roses and place those roses right along that circle. And that would be really cute, just for like something that's a little bit, maybe, you know, a little bit for an older, but it's so cute, right? So cute. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being here today and taking some time to let Altenew craft your life. And I hope that if you have a summer birthday, that you have an absolutely super duper fabulous birthday. And again, we use the Sweet Love layering stamp set along with the One Go birthday greetings. And I use the Tiny Bubbles stencil. And I hope you were able to pick this up today. It is 50% off. And this is such a versatile stencil. And you can see how you can use it with so many different colors and really just get that on just a really, really cute card. And just to show you guys, if you were to take this, and I would probably put this up on a black base, or even I have a navy here, that would be cute. And that's really going to pop that color up. So that way you can really see it. So look at that on a black base. Looks really nice, or a darker base. So cute. for that. So thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, Angel, for being here. And I hope that you guys have a fabulous Thursday. And thank you again so much for tuning in. I will see you later. Bye.